Hi everyone, welcome back. It's got me, Richard, and Adam, if I can bring him in. I'm actually losing my voice a little bit, so hopefully you can hear me. But let's just bring Adam in. Hi, Adam.
Hello, how are we doing? Back in the game?
Yes, definitely. Good. Looking forward to Christmas, actually.
Yeah, that's it now. 48, how long is it? 48 hours? 48 hours to go.
Is
I
it?
think
Yeah,
everybody's ready for it.
it's
In one form or another.
totally caught up. All of us, beginning of January, beginning of December, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 days to go.
It always flies. The last few days, you sort of, you're mid-month, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's the 22nd.
Yeah, and have you done all your shopping? Is the question, I think.
Everything, yeah, and everything is done. And even Santa's managed to wrap stuff. Even with everything that's been going off, he has found time. He's been on the phone. And he has found time to wrap the presents, so we're happy.
Fantastic. Well, funnily enough, we've got the Christmas spirit going on. I've looked at the Adventuron. Actually, I'll bring the screen up. I've looked at the Christmas Jam. Now let's just get this right, just so we can both see the screen. And
I've got Mr. Game Zone Bedroom. Hi guys.
Hi James, you're right.
I would say hello, but my screen, hey, low spec links. There we go. Got in all the big names now.
All the true enthusiasts.
That's it. Yeah, all the hardcore. I can't seem to. My little chat box appears to have totally shrunk though, so I can't. Hang on. Right, bear with me.
Yeah, that's okay. Big names. Yeah, it's all about it's kind of like enthusiasts, because it's very much a niche of a niche. But yeah, while Adam's just sorting out his technical issues, basically we'll be playing another Adventuron text graphic adventure for the Adventuron Christmas Jam. So it's very Christmas oriented. There'll be Santa in there. There'll be presents, loads of puzzles. Yeah, I think he's back.
And we're back.
That's all good.
Rocking. I can see the chat, but I can't talk to anyone. Is that normal? Should I chat to him?
I honestly don't know from that perspective. Is that that's within StreamYard, isn't it? Maybe somebody on the stream knows. James, when you're on a StreamYard stream, are you able to use the chat to post to the chat area as a guest?
Or is it just me being a wally? Because the thing is, I can't see a chat box, so I can see everybody, but I can't answer to them. But that's all right. I guess I can just. I can talk, can't I? At the end of the day, it's not there.
Yeah,
I can just answer them, so I don't need to chat back. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I could just talk.
Yeah,
I'm on the screen. What am I saying?
Honestly, don't know. I guess you could bring up the actual chat box from the broadcast, from Facebook, and try that.
Yeah.
What I'll do is
don't worry.
We'll take
it's breathers.
All good. Yeah, we'll take breathers and go through what people say, so you can see what's what. But it could be just part of StreamYard that doesn't let you from like a guest point of view.
Yeah.
We've got another James on. That's two Jameses. Time Warp James.
Time Warp James. Hello.
Yeah. When I'm streaming, I have my phone to message back. Oh, okay. So yeah, James.
Yeah.
Game Zone James. He uses he goes through YouTube to do it. Oh, cool.
Rocking.
So yeah, are you sitting back? Are you relaxed?
We're all good to go. Oh no! Do you know what I haven't
got? A drink? Have you got your tea?
No. More important than that, no. Tim Gilbert isn't on, is he? He's going to give me an hard time.
Yeah. Send him a ping him.
I've not got a pen and paper, mate. So #make a map has failed at the first hurdle.
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, that's the thing is, a lot of people are only contactable on Twitter, isn't it? And if you don't have the mobile tool, then if
Yeah,
if if YouTube sends out a ping saying half an hour to a broadcast, you don't get it unless you're logged in, staring at YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
So
No worries. Okay,
yeah,
look,
I
we're just going to wing it. I've got no map again. So once
that's
again,
good.
Team Retro Engine don't have a
Yeah.
map, but look, it's all good. Oh, I tell you what, I've got a Magna Doodle. Can I do it with that? I've got an Etch a
Oh,
Sketch. Maybe I can just
oh,
map it out with that.
yes. But you have to ask the permission of the child. I don't know.
I
Sorry, I
do.
don't
Yeah,
know
it's
the
already got a
name.
picture of Kirby on there, so I don't know that I can. If I
Yes.
delete that, that could be tears before Christmas. That could.
You don't want that. No, most definitely. No, that's okay.
Right.
We'll get through it. We've got two brains. We've got two, you know,
Mental
TMF
maps.
half. You use the left side. I'll use the right side.
Yeah. What we got
So,
planned then? Are we doing
so,
Are we doing something different? Or are we doing part two? Or
yeah. Well, I
what we're
mean, I
thinking?
thought we'd try something different, a bit of
Yeah,
variety.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's just too good to show different. I mean, if I could, I'd do one stream that shows all the, we'd work through each of the adventures, but that would take forever because I don't know if you noticed, but there's 11 entries now
Wow.
compared to
No,
what was it, 3, I think, like a week
when we
ago.
first started looking, there was 2 or 3. Yeah, because I remember thinking, well, this is going to be easy. We're just going to play through each of these 3 and job done. But yeah, that's good then.
Yeah, yeah. So what I did well, actually, after we finished the last stream, which I think was a couple of weeks ago, I thought, I'll see what else there is a couple of days after, and it turned out um, if I click on there's links in the description for all this for the Adventuron Jam stream. The Adventuron Jam page. The extra one that was there was this one here, Northpole, and I thought that would look quite good. The graphics look kind of very 16-bitish, and it's got forests and, well,
Wow.
snowmen
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought we could try that one. But there's quite a
Look at
few. I
those.
mean, you got
Wow.
Santa Punk.
Yeah.
If we had the time, we could work through them. But I
So,
think
I've
it's
just the pennies dropped on that one. Santa Punk. Is it Santa? I can't see. But is it Santa Punk 2077 or something?
it's 2076. Yes,
Right.
spot
Okay.
on.
So there's a new game, isn't there? There's that's getting touted loads. Cyberpunk 2077. It's all over. All the YouTubers are playing it and all. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
So that's obviously a nice little play on that. I like it.
I
Santa
think
Punk. Yeah, I
I
get
think
it.
it kind of
I'm with it.
crashed and burned. Yeah, I think the game crashed and burned a little bit. But
All
yeah, you've
right.
seen like ZX Spectrum mock-ups of the tape of the cassette with it on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got quite a few people. So I think what I was going to show you actually was, if you scroll down, look, can you see that? Submissions due in 16 minutes, 34 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I didn't.
get your entries in. Anybody who hasn't done it, 16 minutes.
Yes, quickly. It's, it is, it's quite near the deadline. I'm not sure if Chris is extending it. I know he did. I'm sure I've seen something where it's extended, but I don't know if this is extended or whether it's after 8
Well,
p.m.
I guess
today.
it depends. I mean, to be fair, with 11 entries, particularly for the time of year, I think that's pretty. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but I think that's pretty good.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's good going.
And I think, I can't remember the other jams, how many entries there were, but I'm sure there's roughly the same. There might even be more this time.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's good going, and it shows it's catching on. I think adventures as a whole are. I think a lot of people don't
I
even
do.
know they exist.
I think that it's. I get. Sometimes I'm going to go on a little rant now. I sometimes get frustrated when I see online because I'll go to YouTube or something. I'll just type in text adventure and see what comes up, or adventure game, and you do see a lot of posts from people about 6 or 7 years ago, and they're quite negative. They're all like, "Oh, remember those text adventures from 20 years ago? What happened to them?" And then it's quite annoying because I think if the same people were to do the video today, it'd be a totally different story. But
Yeah.
you've still got a lot of videos that are quite negative about it on YouTube. But then if you look at the date, it's always like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. Whereas, and that was totally different landscape to today. You've got far more games. I mean, just Chris's efforts with Adventuron alone. If you think of how many games people have created in Adventuron, just that one thing, and then you've got other systems that are coming back.
Yes.
And then you've got things, and also you've got things to target now. So you've got things like the Spectrum Next, you've got things like the Mega 65. You've got obviously people that are emulating Adventuron. You can play it through the web browser. So it's not even necessarily. It's still a lot of nostalgia, but it's also that if you are, I don't know, an indie game dev or something, you could probably. There's no reason not to target. Do you know what I mean? You've got a Reddit market almost now. It's not just the nostalgia people. You've got people who are buying. Okay, it's pretty much the same crowd, admittedly, but you've got newer systems, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's kind of new 8-bit systems out there.
Which means there's a new audience, pretty much.
Yeah, I think so.
And people like those puzzle games on their tablets, the word searches and stuff. This is a bit more. If you like your Kindle with your books on, and you like your Kindle with your word search on, this is kind of half and half. So it's puzzles, but it's got a story as well. And I think it's something that people don't necessarily make the link together to say, oh, we could have a game doing that. Whereas we know it can be done because we are
playing it all the time. Yeah,
playing it for years. Yeah.
So I'm smiling because I've just seen his Game Zone picture. I don't know, has anybody said you look like Tyson Fury? I've had the wrestler Goldberg. Apparently, I look like the wrestler Goldberg.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I can see that, but it's I just bring that up. Yeah, should do that. Who do you look like? I was very much into wrestling. Yeah. So somebody else, Time Warp James. Yeah, he said, what software are you running on the stream? Essentially, it's Steam Yard. Now it's one that it's not the free version. It's one that you can use overlays and stuff. So you'll notice there's no StreamYard branding at the top. And it's pretty cheap for a year. It's worth doing if you want to just get rid of that stuff in the top right-hand side. But then I'm using OBS to use a virtual camera that goes into StreamYard as an input. So I'm running both softwares, but that means that I can run the screen into what you see as the camera there kind of thing. So it's StreamYard itself is absolutely crap for sharing anything, even the browser. So this was kind of just a way of getting it to work. And me and Adam, we tried so many things, trying to get two people to look at the same screen at the same time. We tried Skype. I don't know, what did we try? Google. And this was
Google was the first one, wasn't it? And it's surprisingly not easy. And for all the people out there that you see doing it, actually, when you start asking people, a lot of people are like, I don't know. And most people in the end just said StreamYard.
Yeah.
But Rich, you came across that first. I mean, I didn't know about it. I was still trying to set it up. I was trying to do weird stuff like I'd have Rich loaded up on YouTube on that one screen, and then I'd be trying to put me on YouTube on another screen, and then I was trying to do two cameras, and the laptop just died because I'm not the most powerful computer, and it just was not going to stream two things at once. It just fell down.
And I think I've still got a copy of that if you want to laugh, if you want to see what we went through, just for posterity on the channel.
Just a bunch of still images of us like just.
It is.
If you blink really slowly, it looks normal.
It is, and the sound's perfect. Don't get me wrong. It's a good podcast. It's just everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, the audio was fine.
Yeah. Okay, so let's delve in then. I was just showing the 10 minutes. I thought that was quite funny. So okay. So I just go. StreamYard also is good for picking out comments, as you can see at the bottom there. That's really positive. Oh,
think
you know,
I think
positive
you've
thing.
I think you've got a family member in there. I think we've Marie.
Oh, you look like my brother. Oh, right. Or is she talking about you? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, my sister. Hi, Marie. You're right. Bit of moral support.
This looks like this now. This is aping a 16-bit look, isn't it? This is
Mm,
very almost James Cod or whatever it was, RoboCod or something. With the font.
yes, it reminded me of the Amiga. That
Yeah,
was RoboCod, wasn't it? Yeah.
RoboCod. That was it. Yeah, it's very definitely good. It's definitely a 16-bit vibe going on with this one. So this is John
Yeah.
Blythe, text adventure
Yeah.
Northpole, Adventuron Christmas Game Jam. Excellent. Cool. Right. Well, let's see what this one's all about then.
So, okay. So, yeah, Northpole by John Blythe. Where to start? Well, Northpole is not at the actual North Pole. The village of Northpole is actually somewhere in the north of Norway, kind of. In a little hidden magical valley it lives. This is, you guessed it, Santa's home base. Well, there's been a bit of a kerfuffle, actually. Scott Adams, yeah, he would appreciate us using that word. Well, there's been a bit of a kerfuffle, actually. You've been accused of causing a major disruption to the Christmas Day delivery schedule. Falsely, I might add. Santa is not best pleased with you. The other elves are staring angrily at you. You protest your innocence, but the evidence is damning. Santa orders you to find the missing presents and bring them back to his office as soon as possible.
That's it. Sounds like a challenge we can take on.
Yeah, that does sound good. So essentially, yeah, we just got to find the presents then. It. Sounds easy. So we're in a snowy glade, but yeah, you can see the graphics are very 16-bit.
Yeah.
You are standing in a large frozen glade. Winter trees surround you. It's eerily calm. Snow gently falls and the moon is high over the mountains to the north. It's also quite chilly. So
Footprints.
Footprints and long scarf. So I'll get the scarf. Examine footprints. Footprints disappear
Might have to.
often.
Do we have to wear the scarf? Is it chilly? Is that a hint to? Sorry, I'm just going to see if I play around with the. Oh, that's better. Right, there we go. I think it might be glowing now a bit, but that's just not.
Oh, you
the
look
right
like you're in a cave now or something.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Christmas cave,
good.
Christmas grotto.
It's funny because I've actually turned the light on now. Normally I have it off, so I've got the screen illuminating. Did it the opposite way around. So yeah, so if we wear, like you say, if we wear the scarf, ooh, suits you, sir, suits you. Okay, so you can see it's going to be quite comical. Footprints. So we know the footprints go north. So what do you reckon? Shall I just?
I think we've got to follow the footprints. I think it's the immediate thing.
Okay, so they went to the north, didn't they? You are standing in the snowy foothills of the mountains. The gentle rolling hills stretch off in all directions. In fact, it's pretty featureless. Footprints. Okay, so we'll follow them to the northwest, but we can see we've got a present. Yeah, and then I'll just examine it. Wrapped in bright green paper with tiny snowmen on it. It has a large red ribbon and bow. Now, do you reckon it'd be naughty of me if I did that?
Give it a go.
See whether you have a present or not, you absolutely, definitely must not open or try to guess what's inside. This is the first law in Christmas Valley. Okay.
That told us.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, okay, so we've got a countertop, right, which is, sorry, I now can't see, so I'm actually going to have to turn this light back on. Sorry, I'm looking about a little bit. Right, so, no, right, so, but it's 0 out of 7. So picking it up didn't give us anything for that. So presumably we've got to take it somewhere. We'll drop it somewhere, perhaps. Or...
The present, yeah, I would say so. I mean, ultimately, it's probably back to Santa if we know where he is. But should we keep following the footprints?
I think so.
Okay. Ooh. You're at the foot of a range of high mountains. The rock face is unclimbable and icy. The peak can be seen high above you. A mountain climber's dream, I imagine. So we've got a glowing shape, footprints, and a rock face. So I'll do that again. Right, okay, I think we found the first puzzle. How to get through. Because that looks like a door to me.
Yeah, examine that shape. Glows with an eerie but mesmerizing blue light. Touch it.
Touch.
Press it or something.
What was it? Shape.
Shape.
Touch the shape. Touch the sigil. You touching the sigil does nothing. It feels kind of fuzzy and warm though. Press shape. I don't know what a sigil is. Is a sigil kind of like I don't know.
I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. Well, recognize. Okay, so the shape of it is fairly memorable.
Yeah.
So, you see a glowing shape, footprints, and a rock face. Well, it names the rock face as well as a specific object.
Yes. The rock face is not climbable. There does seem to be a large flat area that does resemble a crude door shape.
Okay.
So I like the idea of touching.
Yeah.
Work.
That's interesting. That just gave us a standard response for that, but it didn't do that when we pressed the shape or the sigil.
So I reckon that's probably
not,
correct.
Not door.
We need something else, maybe. Actually,
Yeah.
What are we carrying? Okay, so we've only got the two objects we know about.
Right. I think let's reverse up. Maybe the footprints is not meant to be. Maybe the footprints is a bit of a red herring at the minute. Maybe that's a. I think we've got to follow. We definitely got to follow the footprints, but I don't know that we can get through the door now. Well, we clearly can't. So I wonder if there's something else we've got to do first.
So should we head back, or should we just go east? Follow the.
Yeah, let's try. Yeah, let's try a different.
So that's moving east. So that's kind of following the cliff face. Just do the obligatory examines. So we've got an overhang. There is a heavy snow overhang above you. I think there's something sat on top of it. So what?
But we can't climb it. Can you make it fall down?
So
avalanche style.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you know? Shout.
Yeah.
To land on us and
end of game.
Yeah, game over. Shout angrily at the overhang. Keep exploring.
Oh, he's off. Look, Tim Gilberts is in. Do you have a map so I can see you over? No. And the worst thing is, I've just literally said that, Tim. As you've missed it. And the best I've got, it's the Magna Doodle etch a sketch thingy, but I don't do anything with it because my son has drawn a picture of Kirby on it, and if I remove that, Christmas is over. So yeah. No, I've goofed. It's been a bit of a crazy one, and no, is a short answer.
Oh, that hashtag needs to be brought out of the closet, I think.
Does. Hashtag make a map.
Yeah.
I'm a disappointment. I'm a disappointment. I mean, this is it.
So we've really been to a few locations, examined a little bit. We found a door in the mountain that we think we need to open, but we're not sure 100% yet.
And we've got a large snowy overhang, which presumably does have to come down, but the old shout and make noise doesn't seem to have done it. So.
No, so we probably need something to prod it. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, something there. Okay, I carry on exploring a little bit.
Let's do it. Yeah. We need a long stick or something, maybe, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're in the foothills of a mountain range. High above you is a vast waterfall. Its waters are crashing down and into the into a large crevasse. The water catches the moonlight beautifully as it cascades. So shall I just examine?
Yeah.
Examine the waterfall that plummets high above. The water is freezing, I'd imagine. Yeah, it will be. So we've got icy water.
Yeah.
Notice several large icicles have formed on the rocks.
Ooh. How long are those icicles? Can we use them to poke the snow?
Yeah, that's icicle. Large icicle, pure mountain water glistening in the light. So we could try that if we've done everything here.
Yeah.
It's icing very deep and very wide. A river can be seen far, far, far below. No, you can't jump over it. Meaning that in a lot of the old school adventures, if you saw a crevasse or something like that, you could always jump over it.
Yeah.
So shall I try that then?
Yeah, let's go and just see if we can either throw the icicle or poke the overhang, or I don't know what. Yeah, throw icicle maybe. Doesn't work.
Poke.
Okay, maybe not then.
Can bear that in mind. We need something long probably to prod it.
We do, yeah. But it's interesting that it's given it as an object, though. I wonder if it'll melt, or if it's just going to give us a sort of a day off and let us just keep it endlessly. I guess we're in a really cold North Pole, aren't we? So.
Oh, the icicle, yeah. That'd be funny. That you have failed. The icicle is melted.
Yeah. It's one of those unwinnable things. It's like we won't know though. The game won't tell us, and you, the sorcerer wins because you melted the icicle 3 days ago.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I hope. Yeah, that's one thing about modern stuff. Yeah, don't make it unwinnable if you can help it. You know, when you're designing adventures. So, shall I just carry on looking around a bit?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So we've just gone south from there. So we're on a wide, snowy plain. The gently rolling snow comes to an abrupt stop at the edge of a massive crevasse. And no, you can't jump it. Don't even go there. I've got to put this in.
Well, yeah, because it keeps saying that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So is it?
Off in the head. I told you can't jump this thing. It's just too wide and muppet.
Type it again, just out of curiosity.
The parser's going to go off in a huff.
Yeah, I just want to see if. All right, no, okay, that's cool. I didn't know if it was going to be one of those either way. It just kept arguing back, or is it one of those unreliable things where it tells you not to do it, then goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, go on then." You jump.
Yeah, good idea. I never thought of that actually. I forgot that sometimes they can be a bit cruel in that way.
Okay.
So which way do you reckon? It's up to you. Because if we go west, we're kind of going back across where we've already been. If we go south, we're heading down kind of where we started. And there were actually other directions, south and west, from where we started. So there's still.
Yeah, should we? If it's not going back, well, it is going backwards. But what I mean is in the gameplay. Should we just back up, go back to retrace the steps a little bit, and maybe just try? You know, because when we were right back, there were other directions, weren't there?
Okay. So if I go, what was it? North, west, south. Okay, no, southeast. Yeah, so there was another location there. This is where we were originally.
Oh right.
South from there. So there's a load to the west, to the east. You know, to the corner directions as well.
Interesting. Okay. Right. So if we go south from here, then is that going to rotate? Is that going to be?
That's fine. That's one we haven't been to. So if I go south,
Okay, here we go. Right.
looking south, there is a path winding through woodland. It turns to the west, and you can see a line of cute night lanterns lighting the way.
Okay.
Wooden pole driven deep into the iron-like frozen ground. The metal lantern has a soft candle glow emitting from within.
We can't. Can we take that? Is it kind of a lamp or a lantern?
Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, we can't do it. They provide an important public service. Besides, the elf guards would have my head for doing that. Okay. But we can maybe set fire to something with them.
Yes.
So again, we've got loads of choices. West and northeast.
I say west. So let's follow the trail.
Okay.
Oh, well,
That's colourful.
excellent. Yeah.
Looking west, you see the Northpole Village Border Fence, or NVBF for short. And Borry the Elf is here, and he's on border control duty. So, talk. I think we
Let's
can
talk to
do
Borry.
basic talking. You heard the big man. Find the presents. There are at least 5 out there. You ain't getting in without finding 5 minimum.
Right. Okay. So can we give him the green one then, or do we have to kind of carry them around, or is it like drop them off one at a time?
Present. Don't give me or drop presents here. You need to take them to Santa's office and leave them there.
Right.
Okay, so there is at least
Specific.
whether Santa's in it, yeah. So he's telling us to find the office, and I'm guessing that's through the fence in the village. So can we go? I just want to see. I don't think we'll be able to get in, will we? Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. We've got to. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So basically, we've got to get at least 5. There's 7 items there, so we need at least 5, and that'll give us entry.
Oh
but
yeah,
there's presumably 2 will be my
score
guess.
is 7, isn't it? Top right. Yeah. So if we go back east,
Yeah.
into the wilderness.
We need to get in that door.
Yeah. So if I go northeast, we haven't actually been there yet.
Okay.
Northeast shore. Amongst a variety of snowy trees, this gentle woodland looks magical at night in the snow. So we've got trees. Mushrooms. Frozen solid. Mushrooms. Weirdly. Shade of purple and green. So I'll just try picking it up. I can't. Oh, they're like iron. They're welded to the ground with frost. Okay.
There's a number of things around here where it'd be handy to have a heat source, namely for that as well. We need a heat source or something, don't we? We can't climb the trees, can we? I'm just the fact that it's giving us a specific object there, or shake the tree or something.
You're an elf, not a wood nymph. Oh, God. I've better things to do than climb trees. And what was the other thing? Shake tree, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just the fact it's naming it. Okay.
So we've got we've come from the north, so we can go south or southwest. Oh no, we came from the southwest, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
north,
I think, is back to where we've been.
Oh, it's back to here.
Yeah, so we're kind of south of where we started, roughly. This one has got. I mean, what have we seen? We've seen 7 or 8, 9 locations already. So I think this is probably one where you would draw a map to make sure you haven't missed any in between.
Yeah.
The areas. So I think south is one we haven't seen. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's still in the forest, still in the woods. So you're in a small clearing in the woods. A large tree stump dominates the centre. It must have taken ages to cut it down, especially in this freezing weather. So again, we've got the trees there. Like you say, it's an object.
We've actually got an axe this time.
Yeah. Sharp blade. Can we pick that up? Great. So we can pick something
Excellent.
up. We've got the trees. Tall wintry trees of varying sizes, now bare and heavy with snow. Oh, is there something in the high branches? Is that?
Okay. So
that's
it's either chop, climb, or shake, I reckon.
Chop, climb, or shake.
What do you reckon?
That was enough. Did you know you said that in alphabetical order then?
Did I? That's my brain just organising it on autopilot.
So I'll try chop because we've got the axe. It's something new. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be chopping everything now. I want to chop everything.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to try and chop our way into that door. That door's getting a serious chop.
Yeah, we'll chop that mushroom up. Get that. Yeah. Chop trees. Okay. Oh, you swing the axe and it strikes a tree.
Here we go.
Vibrations run up your arms and the tree equally. Then you hear something fall from the branches above.
Awesome.
Oh, you got a present. Okay, so we've got the second present. Nice one.
2 down, 3 to go.
Tree stump. Did I examine the stump?
No, not yet.
Large fat tree stump. The tree must have been ginormous.
And if there's anything with the stump, or if it's just a clue that you've got to chop down.
Oh, actually, yeah, it could be I see. It has no effect on the stump, but yeah, you're right. Because there's a stump there, it primes your brain, kind of gives you a clue that you can chop stuff down.
Okie dokie.
So I want to find that mushroom.
Yeah.
I want to find that mushroom. Let's get that. I forget now.
Yeah.
Oh! I found it already.
Chop mushroom.
Chop mushroom. Swing the axe like a windmill. It finally strikes the ground and chops a mushroom free with a glacial ping noise.
On a roll.
That's good.
If we give the mushroom to the elf, he'll just like wander off into who knows what it's going to do to the elf.
It'd probably make him like a bit wahey, you don't know. Where was the elf? Was he?
I
think that was to the westish.
West.
I think we had to go north and then west. I think
this one I will concede does need a map drawing, and I'm cursing my stupidity for not bringing up a pen and paper, because this one does. The other one we could kind of keep it in our heads, but this one I think is definitely sizable that it needs.
And it's where you've got locations that are quite similar. So you've got woodland clearing, woodland path.
Yes.
But I just accidentally stumbled. I went east. I was trying to get back to where we were, but from the stump, it went east and ended up here.
Okay, that's all right.
So you were standing just beyond the edge of this small wood. Not far away is a giant crevasse. Oh, so we must be south of the where we were. The crevasse before. We were north of here.
Yeah.
A small glowing pole feature. Yeah. You don't see many of them around. And also far below you can see a river. It's a there and back pole. There are several ways to get in the human world from this enchanted valley. One of them is this T&B pole. You need some magical elven rope for that though. So somehow with some rope we need to tie it round there. So examine So you've got the trees.
We've got a scarf, but I don't know if that's.
I just examined the river. You see a river far, far below. It's in the human realm for sure. It's beyond the barrier to this valley. You can see what looks like a presence on the barrier. Fizzing sparkles popping around the base of the snow of the box. Sorry. It sounds like all these presents were just flung left, right, and centre.
Maybe Santa had a mushroom.
Maybe he did, yeah. Because he needs something if he's up 24 hours and
Yeah,
going
that's
around
how
the
he does
whole
it.
planet, yeah. So
Okay, so presumably this is a form of transport then that needs to. Chris, hello, sir.
Remove. Oh, there's a few. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do a few of the comments. Just say hi, Chris. Got Retro Chef as well. He's turned up because a lot of these people are actually like Nintendo and like the console people, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. I couldn't get onto Twitter and I did it on Facebook, but you know what it's like sometimes. It's almost like we need a single point of entry to broadcast out that this is happening.
Yeah, for it to sort of. Yeah. Because, and I must admit as well, I just because it's a working day and stuff like that, and got the kids and everything. So yeah, I've not been that hot this time. I must admit. Normally, I kind of take a splattergun approach and go, I'm going to share it on Twitter and all the different groups. And I must admit, I've shared it in a couple of places, but maybe not as many as normal. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll have to think of that. Whether it's, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, real life gets in the way. It's true. You know, you can't really help that. You know, but yeah. So yeah, hi to all the new viewers. So basically, just looking around, trying to get all the presents that I think Santa chucked away, or there was something happened and all these presents got lost. So
basically, there's a present down in a crevice or crevasse or whatever, and we need to activate this pole perhaps to go down and get it. Is what I'm getting.
yeah,
Maybe I've misread that, but
something like that, because I think it's going to be they probably will find a rope somewhere. I'm guessing, so it'll actually identify itself as a rope.
yeah.
So
let's just do a quick inventory check. What have we got? Green present, blue present, large icicle, long scarf, woodman's axe, and a mushroom. I'm just wondering if there's anything in there that will get us through that door. But do we think actually that door is the entry to Santa's office? Is that, or do you reckon that was past the elves?
It could be either actually, because an office says to me that it's an office like with a desk and a chair, but then it might be that he's grotto. I don't know. Does he give a grotto kind of thing?
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling that because there was such a prominent, I've forgotten the name of it, sigil, you know, on the door, we need to find something that will link with that.
Yeah, like a key with that symbol or something.
Yeah. So I think we need south.
Oh, somebody's just asked what game are we playing?
Oh, it's it's from the
Northpole.
18 minutes. Submission's due in 19 minutes ago. Yeah, it's called. I can't remember now, to be honest. Let's just bring the page up.
Especially it's called the North Pole, but I can't remember. Oh, Northpole.
Northpole, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, by John Blythe. So they're all available on here. We can only cover so many. We were talking about that. So we chose this one. So let's. So yeah, the link's in the description to get onto that page, so you can try them all out. Right. So if we, I'm just looking at the time. You said about an hour, didn't you? Didn't you, Adam?
Yeah. I can stretch to another 20.
Okay.
20 minutes.
Okay. Just don't want to tread on toes or poor children, waiting for their dad and things.
I've already taken over the bedroom. Yeah, they'll go.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So let's do
So,
another 20 minutes. Let's see. I just want to see if I can. I want to try and get through that door, but
okay.
I don't know that we're going to do it in 20 minutes. But we'll see. We'll give it a go.
So what I'm doing is just heading back kind of west and north.
Yeah.
North again. Because I think
There's lots of locations where it specifically calls out snowy trees. Is that sort of hinting that we need to chop it each and every tree, or do you think that's just a sign of a mentalist?
I'd say that because it's a perfectionist, that is.
Sign of somebody running around just chopping randomly all these trees.
I think it's basically because the one that we chopped said, "I think I can see something in the branches." So to me, that indicates that that's been done. But let's go back.
So is that stars on the wall? Yes. So basically, my son likes space, which is something that I've kind of passed on to him. So we have stars and Santa hats and stuff. So yeah. Right. Chris has put an adventure chat would be cool. Right. So I'll chuck this out there now. Something that is just rattling around. And Rich himself has talked about it, and I don't know quite. Maybe it's definitely one for January. Maybe a little bit after, depending on how we want to do it. But there's sort of a half idea of doing one of these, but not necessarily playing a game specifically, but actually just having a conversation. So, if we can get Chris on, or Chris, obviously, if he's happy to chat by text, that's fine. Maybe Tim. Maybe just have a couple of people on. How we did that open mic, didn't we? And that went really well. And perhaps just have that sort of open mic, but more focused, more specific. So just to talk about adventure games, perhaps.
I think
just an idea.
Great idea, because I think a lot of the time when we're playing this, we do start chatting about, is it search, different subjects while we're playing it. So I think that's a really good idea. I'm definitely up for it. Yeah. We'll have to get a list of people who enjoy.
Interested people. Yeah. Start letting us know. We can maybe look at perhaps middle of January or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay.
So if we're hopefully we're gonna get through the door before the end.
Yeah.
So that's where we went north, following the footsteps. So shall I head to the west? I think we've done the south and most of the east. So we're on a wide snowy plain. To the west is the dense and very scary dark forest. Snow gently falls back but cannot make up for the terrifying black twisted trees. Does that mean that's the border of the game area?
Twisted, scary, terrifying dark forest. Don't need to go on. Spreads westward and to the south. Yeah, so perhaps that's our border then, because we haven't got any directions to go that way.
No, southeast and east. So if we go east, I think we're gonna. You're standing in the snowy foothills of the mountain. See, or maybe that's the first location. So if we go south again. What I'm trying to do is just work out where we haven't been.
Yeah.
So if we go west, so that's back to the where we can't get through.
Try and give him mushroom, just out of sheer curiosity.
Oh yes, give mushroom to Ori.
Dope.
Shame. He wanders off very happy into the distance.
If you do a ram save, then try and eat the mushroom.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just curious.
Eat mushroom. See, that reminds me of one of the level 9 adventures where you started off, you thought you were in one kind of scenario, and then you took a helmet off or something, and it was actually VR you were in.
Right.
Tails or Orc something? I can't remember now.
I don't know. This is where, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up. But it's like basically, so every location, it was the same layout, but it was different because you were in VR the first time round.
Yeah, we
Quite
need the other Rich for that. We need Mr. Hewison. He would know that.
encyclopedia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clink, ouch, your teeth almost broke on the surface of this iron-like mushroom. I'll have to see Denny the elf, dentist. At this rate. Okay, so we can't actually eat it. That's a good idea.
I like that.
So I'm just going to run around a little bit.
Yeah, do it. Let's see if we can.
Tree stump, east, north, southwest.
So
that was
now,
southwest from the
I didn't
pole.
know whether it was just, so Chris had actually put "Find the Snowman."
Oh, okay. I missed that.
No, just a few minutes ago. So yeah, right. Okay.
So you're in the edge of the woodland. A small clearing harbours a jolly-looking snowman, resplendent in his floppy hat, scarf, and carrot nose. So let's. Hellmouth moves to form a smile, and he nods his head. "Hello, Mr. Elf. Good night, innit?" he says. Oh, so he's actually a sentient snowman. So talk snowman. Presents. I haven't seen any round here. Jim, mind you, one nearly took his head off. I think he took it to the fairies to complain. So we need to find Jim or the fairies.
Right.
To get one of the presents. So can I?
Now normally, I was just going to say that. I was thinking it'd be harsh, and I was thinking normally you'd like try and raid the snowman, but since it's a sentient snowman, but you dove straight in there, mate. So yeah, go for it.
It's great. Yeah, great minds think alike. It's like, there's got to be something useful on him. So
yeah,
get it off the poor snowman. Yeah, what do you think you're doing? Get off, cheeky beggar. Okay.
Oh, Chris has put a hint. He's put to solve the wall. Type help near the wall. Now I'm presuming you mean the wall with the snowy overhang.
Yes.
Chris, or do you mean the one with the door with the sigil on it?
So if I'll head back north anyway.
Yeah.
His
scarf does look like a scarf. I didn't know whether his scarf was a rope, but it's not. I remember that there was a hint of getting a rope from somewhere, but I don't think it's that. Okay, let's.
So I'm just basically heading generally north and then heading west.
Time walk, James. Enjoy this, lads. Have a good Christmas, safe New Year. Cheers. Yes. Take care, sir. Thank you for joining us.
See you, Mr. Time Warp. Yeah, have a good Christmas too. So we're heading towards the door.
Okay, cool. So type help.
I'd ask the snowman in the southern woods about it. He has all the answers. Now, is it because we've talked to him already? Has it triggered it? Are we kind of... Have we already talked to him because we know about the fairies now? We did try...
maybe.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to... Yeah, so actually now in our head, we know that we can get through here kind of thing.
Right.
So we couldn't do it before, but we can do it now.
Yes.
That word sigil is like, I've never heard it before, but I don't particularly know what it means, but I don't know why I'm even talking about the word sigil, but it's weird. I know what it is, but I can't describe it in words. It's like an object. Weird.
Sigil is a type of symbol used in ritual magic. I quickly Googled it. I won't pretend I know that.
Brilliant. No, I was trying to think, is it an object? Is it an icon, a picture, or what? That's interesting. You touch the glowing sigil with the icicle. Oh, with the icicle. Okay. The ice evaporates and the mist is absorbed by the glowing rock. So it was the case of having the.
So do you think we had to talk to the snowman anyway to just trigger that bit of like a game mechanism, game mechanic? It needed to move us on a bit, but also we had, didn't we? So
yeah, it could be either. I don't know now. I just thought it was because of talking to the snowman, but it's mentioned the icicle. There's a loud rumble and the rock face lifts up, revealing a small tunnel north into the mountain. Oh, there we go. And the graphic changed.
all right, let's explore the other side, and then that's about the hour, mate. To be honest.
Okay, so do you want to go in? You go north.
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay.
Wanted to get through. Hey,
You're in the fairy cave. So looks like we found the fairies. The snowmen use it as a meeting place, and fairies don't like strangers. There is a snowman here looking at you with suspicion. A giant sigil illuminates the whole cavern.
So we've got a grumpy snowman, some glowing fairies, and a glowing sigil. So we've got another glowing sigil.
Yeah, this time inside. He doesn't like or trust you. He's eyeing you up and down. He does look kind of funny, though, in that ridiculously small red hat. Oh, poor thing.
Well, if we can find a bigger hat, we'll
give it to him.
We'll give it to him.
So let's have a look at the fairies. Fairies are floating around, buzzing and muttering to themselves. They don't look that friendly, I have to say. So shall I talk to the snowman?
Yeah. Let's have a chat with him.
Snowman ignores you. Oh.
Bit rude.
A disapproving hump sound.
I just suppose we have just burst in on his cave. I mean, if you were just in a cave chilling out and somebody just suddenly removed your sigil door and wandered in.
That's true. Yeah, you've got no idea what they were talking about.
That's like that adventure game thing again, where you just walk into somebody's house, open up a door, and open up a closet and something, and go, "Oh, I'll just take this £50." Then walk out again. This £50 and this pair of shoes.
Looking through all their worldly goods. So I was just going to examine sigil.
Yeah.
Carved into the ground. A ethereal light pulsates gently. It lights the whole cave. It's there.
Chris put what kind of objects in a snowman like? Coal? Carrots?
Scarf. The graphic doesn't have
scarf. Well spotted.
Yes, good stuff. So,
and then maybe he'll loosen up. Maybe he'll chill out a bit.
If help pointed you in that way, but if we give scarf, you are brilliant.
He's Jim.
You hand the scarf to Jim, so he's the one that had the present. He examines it and is satisfied it's of equal worth. He waves his stick hand, and the fairies float down from above with the present. He takes off a piece of rope. Piece of rope he'd been using as a scarf, and proudly dons the proper scarf.
It's all opening up now.
So, yeah, we have the rope, and we have the present. So we've got one more present. Let's just examine the rope.
Yeah.
With flecks of silver. So that looks like that ties in with the pole.
Yeah. So, right. Yeah, Well, time-wise, I've got to call it, guys, for me.
Okay.
So, I don't know, Rich, if you want to plow on, mate. It's up to you whether you...
Yeah, I could have a quick few more puzzles, I think, if I can...
Yeah, I just feel like it's suddenly opened up.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of... a lot of the time, if you're playing these on your own, you're going northwest, examine. Do you know what I mean? And it's because this is being talked about as we do it, and we're discussing it. It does take a lot longer.
Yeah.
But it's good. It shows everyone, what to expect from the adventures within the jam.
Yeah. No, go play. give them a go. Download them, play them, encourage people to make more, because they're all. I mean, you've seen the quality of them. They're up there with anything really that I think was there, way back when. I think anyway.
Me too. And
I mean, that's
look at that.
respectfully to everybody who did them at the time, but this is. I think people just the quality is there, really.
Totally. It definitely looks 16-bit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's very, you mentioned level 9, didn't you? And it's very sort of, or maybe sort of more
it's the poor
magnetic scrolls.
magnetic scrolls. Yes.
Yeah, I think they were more the 16-bit guys, weren't they? I think the level 9 guys tended to do the 8-bit, and I think they did 16-bit, but not so much. I think the magnetic scrolls guys came into their own with the Amiga and the ST and the Mac and stuff.
Definitely.
Well, guys, look, I've got to drop, but yeah, I keep playing if you want, because it looks like we've just got to somewhere good.
Cool. No, it's been good. It's kind of bouncing ideas across and what have you. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Okay. So I should drop off. What are you doing, Rich? Are you staying on?
I'll stay on for a while just to keep the continuity going, the flow of it.
Yeah.
I'm quite liking it as well.
It's excellent. It's yet another excellent game. It sounds cheesy to say it, but I've never found one that I don't like. And I think at this point I would be fairly honest and say it's not really for me if I did stumble across one, because I've played enough now to get the flavour of what people are doing. But genuinely, I haven't found one where I've gone, not really. I think they're all really, really good. So keep it up. But so everybody, have a good Christmas if I don't speak to you before, and a good New Year. And Rich, thanks for having me.
No worries. You're always
welcome. I'll play the end of this video as well to see how you get on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll let you know. It's like I didn't solve anything. You weren't on the stream with me.
It's all right.
Cheers,
so you got Chris in the wings there, so he's he's mostly answering it. Right, nice one, guys. All right, take care. See you soon.
Yeah, cheers, Adam. Bye. Cool. So let's see what else we can do on this. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult real life and doing stuff and trying to squeeze it in, especially on a work night. But and it's finding time as well for when other people aren't streaming. But we'll get there. So cool. Right. Watch the viewing count go down now. So we got the rope. So what I'm going to do is just head back to that pole. Head to the east and south again. Right, try and tie the rope to the pole. Yeah, low space. Yeah, playing Kotai. Yeah, steal everything. That's kind of what you do in text adventures, because you never know what's going to be useful. Right. So I've just tied the rope to the pole, and we can go down. You are dangling on a rope just above the magical barrier to the human world. Oh, just above the magical barrier to the human world. Sheer madness. The crevasse is icy and very cold. You can see a river far, far below. So if I get the present, how many have we got now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need one more, and then we should be able to get into the village. So let's have a look at the river. There's a long river far below. The image is slightly distorted because of your proximity to a highly charged magical barrier. Jamming barrier. Can't say I see anything special, to be honest. Okay. So what should I aim for now? Can I get the rope from there? Yeah, I'll take the rope back. Southwest. Talk to the snowman again. No, same response. So I can't think of at the moment what the next puzzle will be. That's where we're aiming for with the presents, but I need to just explore a little bit more. West, southeast, northeast. So short rock face doesn't work. It's something to do with the overhang. So there's nothing else there. So this is where there's going to be a location that I've probably missed out. So let's do this methodically. One more present, yeah. Unless Chris, you know that which location it is that I've missed, if there is one. Northwest, northeast. Yeah, okay, so that's standard response, just climbing. I think that's a good idea, having a panel stream, so to speak, with loads of people on with talking about adventures. Southwest, see, that's a dead end. Mushroom. Only got a mushroom and a rope and an axe. Southwest. North is back there. It's big, because there's snow everywhere, so normally you'd have a prompt. So Chris says, check out the overhang and something about the mushroom. And then Jeff Low Spec Linux says, eat the mushroom. We did try that. It actually went donk on because it's frozen, it went donk on the teeth. In fact, do that again. Right, so something about the mushroom. It's a massive mushroom, solid design and weighs almost as much. It would make an entire breakfast if it was fried. Oh, the overhang. It's solid as iron. I bet you can stand on it. So put mushroom. Nirvana in the background. Someone's in the kitchen and they play music. God, that's a blast from the past in the 90s. Stand mushroom. Stand mushroom. Climb mushroom. Or maybe it's not high enough. So is it throw mushroom? Yes, throw mushroom. Cool. Throw the mushroom high. It lands on the overhang. The solid iron-like weight of the mushroom collapses the overhang. It smooshes into the snow around you, to the snowy ground. Seems to have pulled something down with it. Yellow present. Good. Cool. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 presents. So if we head back to the elf. Let's just talk to him first. Found the 5 presents. No need to hang around here bothering me. Skedaddle. So west. So now I'm saved. We've got new locations. So let's have a look. You're in the Northpole village square. Houses are all around and the warmth of Christmas cheer is everywhere. Candles flicker in windows and there's a large frozen pond marking the centre of the village. So let's do the obligatory examine. Large circular pond, frozen of course. Not unexpected to be honest. Many a wish was made here. You can see various silver coins under the ice, but something else catches your eye. You can't make it out, but it's solid, but it's gold in colour. Okay. It's a large tree, although to be honest, it's a bit wonky. The decorations, however, are sublime. And the elves. Nervous elves mumble and mutter to each other, now and again casting a stinky eye on you. God, we're totally in their bad books. So just explore a little bit. So if we go southeast. Well, next to the border fence, there's a small allotment here. Little vegetable patches and a variety of shabby sheds, albeit painted in colourful ways. Surprising number of sprouts can be seen. I mean, really, actual sprouts. You can't have Christmas lunch without sprouts, or any meal in Northpole for that matter. Sprouts are to elves like chocolate is to humans. They taste like the sweetest fruit. I do like sprouts, actually. Elves love them. They are eaten at every meal. There's even a dessert made of sprouts. Oh, God. Ugh. Shabby sheds. Shabby chic is a better description, I think. They have lovely painted patterns on them. They appear locked up. A sign on each says closed for Xmas deliveries. Of course, try and get in the sheds. You can't. They're shut for the Christmas delivery. Besides, I doubt there's anything in there you'd really want. Okay. Not letting us in there. Sprouts. Can I just get the sprouts? You rip a sprout from the stalk. It's all you can do not to pop it in your mouth. Oh, you are the proud owner of sprouts. 1. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like there's like a quest or something to collect sprouts. So we found one of them. So fence. It's that magical border fence again. I think I'll stay a safe distance from it this time. Or is it electrified? Let's try. You touch the fence. With a crackling pop, you are thrown backward several feet. Ouch, doesn't really cover it. So, don't touch the fence then. Northwest, south. You're in a narrow back street in the village. Houses are crammed in right up against each other. There are discarded barrels here of varying sizes. Probably had reindeer food in them or beer. So some barrels. Various sizes of barrel. Various odours too. Stale beer, reindeer food, and maybe sprouts. Read the sign. It reads elf shelf close. Elf shelf close. There's some additional text underneath. Barrel collection on Tuesdays only. Note we do not recycle sprouts. Oh, elf shelf close. Okay. It's actually like a street, but it's a close. Got me there for a minute. I thought something with nearby, as in close. So, oh, break ice. Break ice with axe, yeah. I'll try that. Do that now. We've done everything here. Just remember to go southeast from there. Break ice. Wait, borrow the else's here and grabs you by the scruff of the neck. What do you think you're doing with that axe? You could take someone's head off. Right, out you go. He marches you off to the border fence. Oh. So we're back at the border. So the axe, can we still get back in? Oh, we still got the present, so we should be okay. Yeah, okay, so we can't smash it. If we can break tree with axe, is that a default response if we try and wield the axe? No, it's not. Okay. So we're on the right wavelength. We're on the right track. Break the ice with something, but not with the axe. The idea of that. So go southeast. You're in the backyard of one of the bigger houses here in Northpole. There's a variety of backyard items here. The house stands dark and empty. Laurie the elf. It's a bit suspicious there. Say hello, but get no answer. Laurie seems to be very restless. You try to get closer, and from out of nowhere, a lump of coal smacks you in the forehead. How? Did you throw that, you ask? No answer, but what looked like a disinterested shrug. Do that again. That's interesting. So, same response. And no coal there. Okay, so it's just some sort of canned response. So let's have a look at the vegetable box. It's a modest little box. Has several types of vegetables in it according to the little tags. Carrots, sprouts, cabbages, onions, beans. Seems like an awful lot of veg in one little box. It's all dirt at the moment. So I'll dig the dirt. You have a rummage around the dirt. There is no seeds in here. You find a dibber. Oh, so what's a dibber? Is that like a shaped dibber used for creating perfect holes in the dirt for seeds to be planted? Quite sharp at the end though. Has a handle on top for extra grip. Oh, I know what a dibber is, but I didn't know it was called that. It's interesting. So let's examine the window. I'd say these graphics are pretty good. They do add quite a bit to it. It seems like you could play it without them turned on as well, which is always good. It's a large window. It's dark inside. You notice it's broken. So it paused, but then it went back to the description. Oh, broken window. An object. Single pane is shattered and has a large jagged hole in it. Fragments of glass litter the window ledge and the snow. Glass. Neck there sharp. I'm leaving them well alone. So can we pick them up if we've got gloves, for example? Okay. Okay, so oh hey, I don't give a thumb. You're right. Just playing one of the Adventuron text adventures for the itch.io Adventure Game Jam. And I think we would have to give this game a thumbs up. Hope we're doing okay. It's only like 3 more days till Christmas, so getting in the Christmas spirit. And we're just searching for some presents in this game. So if I head back to the centre, village centre, it's got some fizzy Vimto. So we've come from the east, we've been southeast, and we've been south. That was the narrow back street. So if we go north, we're in Northpole's Grand Village Hall. Nicely carved ornaments and a huge council table dominates the centre of the room. There are various groups of elves milling around, having worried conversations. So I'll talk to each one. Oh dear, I need to get started on the sprout centerpiece and I haven't even got it prepped. I need at least 7 sprouts. Okay. Please help me. I've got to stay here and help with this crisis. So that's where the number of sprouts comes from. So we actually already found 1. So we've got to find another 6. Sprout mission is a go. Examine Holy. No talk. Examine in a minute. So you found some presents then. Don't think that lets you off the hook. Coley scowls at you. Odie, what are you doing here, boy? He's not best pleased to see you. You almost ruined Christmas and have the gall to show up here. Be gone. Seems like everybody's in a mood apart from the people that want help. So, let's examine the map. It's a massive map of the village spread on the table. Red X's are marked on it at various points. So, read the map. I don't know what those red X's are for. Examine the X's. Okay, so I don't think we're going to see a visual of that. Examine points. Examine table. Huge wooden council table where all the important meetings are held by the elders. You know things like which days are empty barrel collection days. Oh, you know things like which days are empty barrel collection days and what kind of sprout dessert should be served on Christmas Day. That sprout dessert thing is really getting to me. I don't want anything that's a dessert that's got sprouts in, thanks. Oh, can we get the map? I'll do anything for you, but I won't do that. Okay, so I think we're done here. We've basically triggered the sprout. Looking for the sprouts. So we go west. You're in the fabled Santa's workshop. There's a myriad of workbenches and tools and half-finished toys ranging from the wooden to quite complex-looking electronics. Barry, toys, wrapping paper, thick socks and screwdriver. Talk to Barry. No entry, no talking to me. Move on. So he's blocking one of the exits then, I would say. Just examine the toys. Many unfurnished toys littering the benches, everything from wooden trains, dolls and scarves up to some sort of electronic devices. Get the toys, what all of them? No, sorry, there's already too many to do that. So can we just try the other one? Electronics. Benches, examine the workbenches. I think it's just the objects here. There's hundreds of rolls, you're having a laugh. It's not going to happen. Just examine the paper. There are rolls and rolls of wrapping paper in every conceivable kind of Christmas themed design. So socks and the screwdriver are the only two things we can pick up. Super thick woolen socks, very warm, and they would cushion your feet. You'd barely make a sound with these babies on. Okay, so there's something that we can sneak around with. Oh, suits you, sir, suits you. And screwdriver. Okay. Can't pick anything else up, but we've got 5 presents, which we should really work out where Santa is and give him the presents. So if I go north, yeah, buy the elf. Whoa there, mate. No voucher, no entry. Council rules. So we can't go north, so we go west. We can only go east. I'm just going to leave that for a minute just to find Santa. South. If you're in Santa's office, the big man himself is here. His magic sack is here too, bulging with presents ready for delivery. It's a functional place, clock, calendar and pens. So there's the book of names, Santa and Santa's sack. So I'm going to drop present. Oh, that's cool. So it doesn't just say which present, it says which one. Well, it doesn't say which present and then goes back to the parser. You actually got the choice. So I do drop present, green present, blue present, red, yellow, and purple. So you'll see now our score's gone up by 5 because we've returned the 5 presents to Santa. That's what Adam was talking about. Why is it 7 out of, when we're only collecting 5 presents, why is it out of 7? And we've since found out we've got another quest as well, which is to find the sprouts. So they must add to your overall score. So let's talk to Santa. Elf. I like that they've been finding presents. I have another problem though, which will endanger Christmas. I noticed that one of the sleds on the sleigh is loose. It's missing a part. You need to fix that before Christmas can be saved. Are you up for it? Operation Save the Sleigh is go. Is a go. So there's 2 things now. Well, there's 3 things. So basically, what are all the other elves doing and all his helpers? Why aren't they helping him find something to do with the sleds that will fix the sled? Basically, everyone's piling everything onto you. Is that a typical Christmas? So we've got, or we will have soon, the screwdriver. So that might help. The sled is loose. So yeah, so if we go north, examine the book of names. Examine the book. It's a fable book of names. The names of every child is in it, whether they've been naughty or nice. Fun fact, the book looks massive, but it's magical. You can open any page and it will magically produce the names you want. So it could have easily been the page of names. So let's read book. You move towards it and Santa suddenly looks up sternly at you. You bow your head and take a step back from the desk. Okay. Top secret documents there. try opening the sack. Doesn't work. Examine the sack. It's a fabled magical sack. That thing can hold billions of presents. The elves have speculated as to how it works. Interdimensional space, wormhole, fairy magic. I mean, it could be anything. Only Santa himself knows for sure. Point. How does he get all those presents around the earth in 24 hours? So I think we're done here. So basically we've got to fix Santa's sledge. Go back north and I'll get the screwdriver now that we can. Yes. So you're in a large room with a large fireplace, but no fire. It's the chimney network. A sign says the chimney network. There are various pots of powder on a table and a mixing bowl. You've never been allowed in here before. It's impressive. So we've got various powders, a large sign, which I'll read first, a giant fireplace. The main sign is wooden and bolted to the wall and reads, the chimney network. A smaller sign hangs off the bottom of it and reads, usage. Mix powder, red, green, blue, purple and black. Go into the flame. When ready to return, just say home and you will return. Oh, it's like a teleport system through chimneys. So does Santa use that to drop the presents off, or does he use his sleigh? So hopefully we'll get to use that. That's quite cool. So there are powders here actually as well. Oh, powderer. Powder. Powder. I'm in the powder. Powder. Some powders. There are coloured pots with similarly coloured powders in them. Red, green, blue, purple. All the ones arranged here. So the sign actually said black as well, or at least it did have black in there. So if we're going to use that, potentially we need black. We need a black powder to mix in. Save. Let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what to mix with that. I mean, this is explosive stuff and I'm not prepared to start mixing willy-nilly. Can we get powders? You're kidding. Carrying those around is like jogging about with sticks of TNT in your pockets. Not going to happen. Cool. So can we enter the fireplace? Stand in the fireplace, nothing happens, but there is a cool echo. Echo, echo, echo. So fireplace. There's always a secret passage. Okay. Imagery actually in this. Right, so to find sprouts and we've got to fix the sledge if we know where the sledge is. We can't go north from there. South is Santa. East. I can't help thinking that something else, but not wielding the axe, like something a bit more. I'll see you, Jeff. Have a good one. I'll be watching yours soon as well, Couture. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Just pause them for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, if you like a 90s, like, I'd call it PC game, but it actually runs on Linux, like Knights of the Old Republic, for example, or even Infocom Adventures, low spec Linux laptop, he does that. So yeah, pop over there and have a look. I think he's actually done Zork, which is one that I would never attempt online, real time, not without a load of people helping me, because I've not played that since it was released, pretty much, or a bit after. I've forgotten most of it. You know, it would be quite a long stream to get anywhere in that. So yeah, the pond. So it was actually Jeff who just left. He said about using the axe, but what I'm thinking is that weird thing that I didn't even know the name of it. The dibber, dibber. Isn't it sharp? You can create perfect holes in the dirt. Quite sharp at the end though, and it has a handle. So it's a bit more discreet. Is it going to be a used? Is it going to be a used sentence? Oh, it is. Taking the dibber, dibber, you punch the ice. Crunch. A giant crack appears. You hit it again, and the ice splinters. You can now see the object underneath. That is a gold screw. It's a golden screw. This can only be from one thing in the village. Santa's sleigh. Oh, cool. So we've got a screw and we've got a screwdriver. So we just have to find his sleigh now. Just examine the pond. It's the village pond. It's frozen solid. Not anymore. It has various plates of floating ice in it now. So can I get the ice? Okay. So a bit more exploring, I believe. In fact, I'm going to drop the sprout there. No. Sprouts are too important to discard. You must find them a good and proper home to give them away. Oh. Is it Corrie? Okay, I thought if I drop it there to be safe, because Corrie's the person we're giving them back to, or we're finding them for. Axe, a rope, sprouts, a dibber, thick socks, screwdriver, gold screw. So we've got a puzzle here, Barry the Elf. And he said we need a voucher or something. No voucher, no entry, council rules. Yeah, I might have to play it sometime. So I'm not missing any locations. West. Or possibly we have to find black powder as well. North, can't go. South, there's no other exit there. East. South. Sorry, north. Yeah, there's no other exit there. South. The barrels there stumping me a bit. Normally you can do something like look in. Barrels. And we've got Laurie the elf, who doesn't really communicate with us. Looks half asleep. And we've got the broken window as well, which we haven't done anything with. Laurie seems to be very restless. It's like he's suspicious. What is it with the window? Examine hole. You can see a darkened kitchen beyond the window. Okay. There's a rather fetching cake slice just inside on the window ledge. Sadly, no cake. Your stomach grumbles. Okay, cake slice. It's a silver cake slice for serving pieces of cake. Very useful actually for all sorts of things. Can't get the glass. No. Okay, so cake slice, where can that be used? Forest. It does indicate there's a window there in the graphic. No. Hang on, I wonder if, let's go back to that elf. Is he nervous because of something to do with that broken window? If I give him slides. No. No. Try. So what would that slice be used for? Check the check that the response for talk is the same. It's almost like you could use it to unlock a door or something, like slip it in, because it's quite thin. Tap into every available location within the town. East, east. Just trying to see if there's anywhere here we could use the cake slice. Oh, I think I'm a bit stumped now. Someone's got any ideas? I'll see you, Chris. Yeah, thanks for popping by. Hoping the comments were quick enough as well. Just your confirmation, but yeah. Yeah, I'm stumped at the moment. We haven't done anything with that Christmas tree. I'm getting used to the map a little bit as well now. Tree. It's a large tree, although to be honest, it's a bit wonky. The decorations, however, are sublime. Church tree. Dining table. No voucher, so we need the voucher. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Chris. You too. Yeah. It's going to be a bit of a crazy different one. Crazy different Christmas. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day. My brain's run out. We've done quite a lot in this, actually, I'm pretty sure. But you can tell it's quite a long adventure. There's loads of puzzles. And the graphics are really cool. So it's, yeah, harking back to 16-bit. We'll have to decide if we're going to try it in the new year, keep playing it, or whether we'll show a new one, or what we'll do. But we'll definitely have a look at doing the I don't know what to call it, like an open mic adventure discussion thing. But yeah, definitely, if anyone's up for that, totally invited. I'm sure that Adam's got a few contacts. I know a couple of people, so we can get a good crowd together and just bash it out, just discuss, reminisce, whatever. I think that sounds really cool, because we do end up waffling a bit when we're playing these. When we should be playing and we're talking about other stuff, and it's quite funny. So yeah, well, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. We'll definitely be doing one in the new year, like I say, and I'll be doing other live broadcasts as well, ZX Spectrum, Commodore, Amiga, that kind of stuff. But yeah, wishing you a great Christmas and a really good new year if we don't see each other beforehand. So yeah, all right, thanks for watching and see you next time.